video just explaining the rubric for your upcoming essay, the Lord of the Flies midpoint essay. So the first thing you'll be graded on is your thesis statement. It's an integral part of your essay, so it's worth 20 points. Basically, you need to write a thesis statement which explains the what, but also the why or the how. So again, you can highlight your whole thesis statement with the why or the how. The colour of the text can be purple, just so you can ensure you've done this. Your thesis statement should be at the end of your introduction, should be a clear claim that's supported throughout your essay and constantly referred to. So to get an A, worth 20 points, you need to write a clear central claim at the end of your introduction explaining the what and the why or the how, which is constantly referred back to in a topic sentences and closing sentences. All your evidence and analysis needs to support this. Okay, so it needs to be a central claim that's clear. Then next, your hook and bridge. You're only awarded 10 points for this. It needs to be an interesting hook which draws the reader in, followed by a bridge which references the hook. So you need to actually refer to the hook in your bridge, otherwise it doesn't really bridge anything, and connect it to the thesis statement in a smooth flowing transition. So again, to get an A here, as I hope you all want, you need to have written an interesting hook which is connected to the topic, introducing it without technically saying so, and referenced in the bridge which introduces the author and the novel. So this is really important. Make sure you introduce the author and the novel in order to create a smooth transition into your thesis statement. So that's your hook and bridge. The next thing you are awarded at points for is evidence. So you need to carefully select your evidence. Make sure you're getting the devices, the interesting word choice, things that really back up your claim, and then say a lot about a little, loads of analysis. Evidence needs to be embedded. You should be explaining the scene and describing the scene with context, who, what, when, where, why, to whom, how, in order for people to understand your quotes who haven't actually read the story. And it all needs to support thesis statements and topic sentences again. So evidence looks as though it has been given a lot of consideration and it perfectly supports the claim. It needs to be embedded where possible and correctly cited. Again, make sure there's lots of context there. Next, your analysis. So again, 20 points for this. You should be using the leveled or tiered system that we've been doing in class. Provide explanations about the effects of word choice or devices. So take the individual small parts, the words or the devices, and explain their effect on the reader. Level 1 analysis. What device is it? What does it mean? What's it trying to say? What's it make you think of? Then level 2, write about what these words reveal about the characters, the plot, the tone, or the setting. And level 3, draw connections outside of the text or to larger themes. And all your analysis should support your essential claim. So for an A, where possible, you need to hit at least 2 of the levels of analysis throughout the entire essay. And where possible, you need to do level 1. You need to explain the effects of word choice and devices. You also need to vary your verbs. I don't want to see this shows, this shows, this shows. Use the verbs from the writing workshop. This reveals, this highlights, this alludes to, this means, this is saying. So use varying verbs for your analysis. Next thing you're graded on is your conclusion, 10 points for this. So your conclusion should summarize the main points of the essay, restate your thesis statement in new and different words, and provide a takeaway or something gained from reading or writing. So to get an A, you need to do all 3 of those things: summarize the main points, restate the thesis, and provide a takeaway. Finally, the content. Now, I've split the content into 2 real things. It's content of the novel and content of writing. So you should be able to demonstrate an understanding of the novel, its importance, the context, and the literary elements. But you also need to show an understanding of writing conventions. So vocabulary, transition words, grammar, punctuation, and the ability to write succinctly or not repeating yourself with unnecessary stuff. So to get an A here, you need to show a deep understanding of the novel and its literary elements, its significance, and the context under which it was written. Students also need to demonstrate an understanding of transitional words or phrases, grammar, and punctuation, and you shouldn't repeat yourself and write unnecessarily. That's what you need to do to get an A. So make sure you check the rubric really, really carefully. Obviously, you should all be looking to get an A. Make sure you're checking the writer's workshop as well, and good luck with your first draft. After writing your first draft, I'll give you 1 to 3 pieces of like top tips, and then you'll have some more time to come up with a final draft. So good luck.